Hello everybody, Julia and I at the orchard. It's the 20th of February. I haven't posted anything for a long time. There's lots of reasons for that. None of them sinister. Just we've had lots else to do and there hasn't been a lot to broadcast. As I've said before, I don't want to keep repeating the same things I've already put up. It's been a funny old year, as you know, 2020. It wasn't a great year for lots of reasons. I was quite ill with an irregular heartbeat condition, to the extent I was probably going to have to give up my job. But thankfully, I had surgery on the 29th of May and completely cured me, so I'm a lot better. The main reason I was making a little video today was to say that unfortunately we will not be sending out any scion wood this year, with the exception of 2 or 3 people that I've given undertakings to. You know who you are. If you're not one of those people, I am so sorry. There's lots of reasons. We've got 2 daughters staying with us at the moment. Life is complicated at home. We haven't got the space. I've had lots of my responsibilities at work have increased. We've had a very difficult year. There's a lot to catch up on. I've just organised a successful international conference virtually, and I'm organising another one because it was a big success. We've got a lot to do, and we can't send out any scion wood. I'm really sorry this year because of time constraints. But if you are one of the 2 or 3 people who asked me a long time ago and I made a promise to you, email me. You know the number. I'm not going to give it out again, and I will send you what I can, but I'm not sending any more. Sorry about that, it's too bad. But anyway, what are we doing now, Julia?
I'm planting some leyland cypress, which is something I never thought I'd do. It's a quick growing evergreen, and it will help to disguise the appearance of the very large building which has appeared next door right against our boundary fence.
Yeah.
And is now spoiling our view of the distant woods. And
this building is very much larger than it appears from here. I think it's 100 metres long probably. It's certainly about 30 metres across. I think you could get probably what's left of the Royal Air Force. Royal Air Force is fighter jets in there. Well, I won't say any more about it. A person got planning permission to build it. It's an indoor exercise area for horses, and that's all I'll say. But it's so big that from certain areas in the orchard where we used to be able to watch the sun go down, it now takes up about a significant sweep of the horizon. Anyway, so what we decided to do was in this little corner of the orchard down here, right next to well, I'll show you the actual corner where this spare leftover wire is. Beyond here is about 1.5 acres of woodland that we planted, which is now getting on for pretty mature. Some of those, I'll do a video of the woodland later. Some of those larch, I think, are certainly 60 feet tall. I'm estimating them well, 45 feet tall anyway, and the willow is taller. It's very beautiful. They're immature, but this corner section here, as people know who've been following our story for any length of time, we pulled out of the farmers markets about 7 years ago now, so we don't make any money from the orchard, but we couldn't bear to let it go. It's gradually being managed very differently. We're now using almost no pesticide. And this corner, this quadrant down here, probably about 1/4 acre altogether, we are planting lots of evergreen and other trees, also red oak, wild pear, rowan as well, mountain ash, in order to thicken up the woodland, to make this sort of continuous almost with the mixed deciduous and evergreen woodland there, in order to provide a visual barrier so that when we're sitting up there at Julia's art studio, which also has a nice sort of dining area, there's a small kitchen the other side of it, to shield our view from the extremely large building that an extraordinarily rich person has erected in the land next door for their horses. They're very expensive horses. So anyway, that's about all I've got to say today. We're planting some trees. I'm doing some pruning. I'll do a walk through the orchard later, but I needed to get this video up. Some people have sent me requests on an email address that I no longer use. I very occasionally see it. I haven't responded to all of those. I will try and respond to some of them, but we cannot enter into any negotiations about sending out scion wood this year. I have just too many other responsibilities at the moment. Okay, so what's the soil like?
The surface 2 or 3 inches is becoming lovely and dark with the leaf fall from a couple of decades now from our tree planting previously, but deep down this is what it's like, very little humus, hail,
it's like brown
sandy,
sand. It's
gritty sand.
very sandy, isn't it?
So gradually the soil is being improved by the trees. You can feel the moisture and the smoothness of the
We must make another video about that, mustn't we? But I don't want to lengthen this one. But certainly well, you can see how tall these poplars are. I'm estimating them, rule of thumb, so 10, 20, 30. I think these poplars are 60 feet tall. Do you think that's a fair?
60 for most of them.
60 feet. So that's, I wouldn't like to say what weight of leaf they have dropped, but you know, it's over the years a very large amount of leaves have fallen and been, you know, worked on by microorganisms and become incorporated into the soil. Anyway, I'll end the video there, and we'll maybe put some more up later.